Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It is a beautiful sunny day out there. It's 13 degrees Celsius, which means it's 56 degrees Fahrenheit. It's great for getting yard work done. I was out playing in the yard yesterday, started moving the compost pile around, pulling out garden beds, just doing some fall cleanup. Today we're here with Jean. Yay! We're doing zines. She's got some really cool things to show you. So I'm going to make her big so she can show you, and I'm just going to interject a bunch of stuff so that she maybe is a little bit more with the explanations. Does that work, Jean?
Works for me.
Okay, here you go. Oh, this one. There we go.
Excuse my voice. I'm fighting a cold. I had the grandbabies, and the one thing they shared with me was their cold. So, anyway, it's an actually nice day here too in Hobbs, America. It's 65 degrees. It's only supposed to get to 73 today. That's almost jacket weather for me. Actually, anything under it's 60 is a jacket. So, anyway, I have
Uh-oh. Phone.
I have uh, boxes of zines. I was in a group and we swapped them pretty frequently. I even have fabric ones, and so I mean, just this just shows you some of them. And somewhere I have the template for this pattern, but I'm going to show you how I come up with that here in a little while. So all of these zines, most of them, there's a few originals, but for the most part, most of them are copies because you would make one and then you would copy it, and that's what you swap. So you always get to keep your original. So when I was talking about this, Kim says maybe we should do a swap. So if anybody's interested, Kim will give the details on what she's going to do with that in her group, and we can do a swap. There's several ways we can do it. We can do one-on-one, or we can do where y'all send them to one person, and then I swap them back out and send them back. Just being the two different countries we got going in here, I don't know how well that'll work, but we'll see what we can do. Um, this one is one of mine. I did all of this. Where the original is beyond me. I have no idea. But I did this and made my zine. Another thing that a lot of people do is like they will make parts of it to add to it after it's done. I think I started to say that and got distracted with myself. Like this one, this one is an original. Okay. And sometimes they came in cute little packages. This one doesn't have any additions. Okay, this one does. I know that. This is a color copy of the zine. And this person just did a few little extras to stick on there and make it more interactive and personal. They so that's probably the best way to do one. I think is if you're going to do a swap. Of course, if you're doing one of, do it however you want. You know, there's no right or wrong. So you fold in half, and then you fold in half. And I did go get professional color copies. I didn't use my own printer. So they've got that little slicky. So I've always done it like this, where I fold this in and not quite there, and all that. But I've seen somebody else do it where they just folded it like this instead of in, and it seemed to do better as far as sometimes if you've ever made a zine, they kind of get a little cattywampus. I mean, a fold is a fold. Sometimes you think they're perfectly straight, and they're not always. In fact, most of the time they're not. That's my experience.
I also included in both the chat and the description today for Joni's group on Facebook for artist trading card swap. For that one, it's just 3 artist trading cards, no extras. She requests that nobody sends extras. So it's just a straight swap of 3 trading cards with a person. And it's one of my favorite swaps because you don't have all the extra stress about it. So I'd kind of like to do that in my group too, but do the zines,
Yeah.
just the
So
zine, no real extras.
after you have folded it, then you cut just the center two, fold it again, and the foldings kind of tell you where you want to go. If you've made one side to be the front, and you want that to be the front, then by all means, you're going to have to fold it that way. But it just seems to even up a little bit better that way. So now I have a zine all ready to go. Now, there's nothing saying you couldn't take this and, okay, maybe make it a little crown out of something else and glue it on, add a couple of little pieces to it. Not a lot, because you don't want to, if you're swapping, you don't want the postage to be crazy. But then again, this is fine. And always remember to sign your art. But here's some I've made. This one, I'll show it like this so you can see that. And then I'll flip it this way so you can see that. And this one I did take and I put little crystals on the flowers because I could. And here's another one.
I like that one. I love buildings.
And so anything goes. This one was really, really, really easy. This was a cookbook, and these are all pictures, and everything was out of that cookbook. I just did some layering and doodling, and this is from 2018. This one's dated. And then there's this one.
Wow. They're all fun, Jean. They're all
And
lots and lots of fun.
this one is 100% hand drawn.
Beautiful.
So, and this one is 2018.
See, I like the idea of doing the zine swap because it's one sheet of paper. So it should only be one stamp. No matter where you send it, should only be the one stamp that goes, whether like from here to you. My stamp, I believe, is $1.37, some stupid number like that. But it's only one stamp. So I like that idea.
And then this one was black and white.
Ooh, that's classy.
And if you wanted to, you know, if you were sharing a lot of them, say we had 20 people and you could actually send them flat or
You
just say
could.
fold them in half, and that would cut the bulk out and would help with postage.
True.
So, um, the zine I want to do today, I printed some Halloween stuff. But before we get started on that, I'm going to use this one right here. And I'm going to show you really quick. This one's going to make Kim so proud of me. Like I said, I have a template for the little box, but I have a shortcut. Kim,
I'm watching. I'm watching.
I'm going to take this little box, which the zine fits into perfectly, and I need to cut it just below that 0 sugar. So, I'm not measuring. And if you wanted to, and I probably will do this because I am not measuring and I'm not using a knife or anything, I'm going to go ahead and open the bottom because I can glue it back. And now this is all flat, so I can cut just below that 0 sugar. And then I want to leave a side open for that. And I think I want to go from here. So I'm going to get a pencil or pen and mark it right here. And then you got to remember this is your side. You have to decide.
Derpy, who are you? Sorry, Jean. Derpy, who are you? Are you a crafter? Anybody know Derpy?
No, I would say be gone.
Um, the thing is that my one of my grands has a YouTube channel, so I'm just checking to see that it's not anybody I could know.
So I'm going to go from here where I marked it to here. And then I'm going to come straight across this because this is the front. And then I am going to cut it.
Wow, that is fast and easy.
Yep. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and cut this off up here just for the ease. And then I can take it.
Yeah.
And figure out how I want to do this. And put it right back there. And
Perfect.
mark that line. Cut that. Glue the bottom back. Or leave it. You can even, for me, it was easier to do that and then open this in too. My favorite box opening tool. It was my mom's wood carving knife. Well,
My kids have absconded with my wood carving knives.
Now this doesn't want to come out very easy. It's gonna, there we go. Look at it's paper, right? So there you go. There's the whole thing. You can make a pattern.
You can.
You can then you can just decorate it, and it's so much easier to decorate flat, I think. But you know, this was just the little box that caught my eye when I was doing it. It might hold, if they're not embellished, it ought to hold about 6 zines. But that can be done with any box. Just use your zine as a pattern here. And since I've got it, look, I can get 2. So I could just, well, like I would have to replace the side.
Yeah.
But, you know, just mark it and just make it this whole way and cut that out and then do all your trimming. And then when you get down to here, you could do one of 2 things. You could leave one side so you can fold that over for the front, or you could leave this so you could fold it over. Now you won't have any lapping to put it together. So in your design, you would want to, you know, be able to bring your paper to one side or the other, or just add some paper and then decorate it, you know, whatever. But any box would make that. So, you know, if you got a great big cereal box, you could probably get 4. So yeah, and they look so darn cute on my shelf, just like this. That's how they sit, so I can see all them. And then sometimes I change it up and I'll turn it around to see this side. Just depends upon what I'm in the mood to see.
That's a great use of the little boxes. See, I've been turfing them, well, recycling them, because I just haven't really had a use for them. But if we start swapping zines, I would love to swap zines. I really, really would. I think it could be a lot of fun.
So, Kim, are you impressed? I used a box.
I am. I like it.
I can't save them. That's why there's still Pop-Tarts in the cabinet, you know. It was the emptiest box in the cabinet. But because if I save them, then they become overwhelming and it's just too much.
Yeah, I had a stack of cereal boxes that I was using for journal covers, and I have no idea where I put them. They're just adding to the clutter pile somewhere down here, and I have no clue.
Yeah. So this is not the one I'm going to do, but I'm going to go ahead and fold this and explain what I did do here. A lot of times we'll go to somebody's live and they'll do prompts, and you have this page, scan it into your computer or just make a color copy. That's all this is. This was just bits and pieces I glued down. And so I am going to just go ahead and fold this into a zine because that was my original intentions. Now, granted, when you use a color copy, you do have the white edges. You could cut that down if that bothers you. I don't really care. Gives me something else to write on.
I keep doing my zines out of blank paper because I never thought to copy any of my gel prints or anything to
Yeah.
use in that way. Now, why wouldn't I do that? You're so smart. I love it. I needed you here, Jean. See?
So anyway, that's that one doesn't want to go that way. It wants to go this way. So there you go. I have that. If that's not the one I want, you can keep maneuvering them around. But like I said, sometimes it just tells you what it feels like. To me, this one is the one that needs to be on top because that's where the folds are the best. That one's not too bad. I'll go with that one.
I
So there
like
we
it
go. Actually, you could put a quote on this and be done.
pretty much.
You know, but the one I'm going to do today, if you haven't been or seen Witchy Laura's page, One Legged Witchy Woman, she put
Yeah.
out some Halloween printables, and I'm going to make a Halloween zine.
Awesome.
So,
So I'm going to let you explain how it's folded and cut. I'm just going to go and photocopy uh, gel print. So I've got a nice paper instead of this stuff to use. Okay, I'm just leaving you big for a minute.
okay. So all I do is fold it in half the long way, and then fold it in half the short way. If I can even get them apart. And originally, when I did this, I would fold this one in and fold this one in. But I seen somebody else do it, and they did it just like this, where they just folded that over again. And it seems to compensate the extra bulk you get from folding. And then it's already together. And if you feel better and you wanted to do a ruler, I don't know how well this knife's going to cut this, but we'll try. You could do a ruler and a knife if you don't feel good cutting. Yeah, it's so neat sharpened. But it opens boxes great. There we go. And then close it down and fold it, and it didn't go all the way. I can't say it didn't. It's more like I didn't. And you can do this with any size of paper. This is kind of when you're part of a group and you do swaps. This was kind of the standard that most people use. A 12 by 12 makes it a different size because it's divided. It's more square because it's three. It'll be 3 by 3. Well, actually, no, it would be 3 by 6. So, different size, but so there it goes. It's done. Now, when you get ready to start this, especially if you're going to layer stuff on top of it, I suggest very strongly that you get a pencil. And especially if you're layering things, just do one. And I say pencil because you can do it really light if it happens to be there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to put an underline there so I know that that's the 6, 7, 8. Now you can unfold it and work it this way. So I don't know if you tell, but this is the 6, 7, 8, and one. Did I write one? Where did the, oh, there is only eight. Sorry. So I did the one, two, and all of these numbers are upside down. I don't know if you can see them. I wrote them so light. So you know to work the way the letters go. So, and then when you're done, you know. So that's what I did, and that's all there is to it. It's super simple. It's super fun. I, and you can, if you're doing a zine on a theme and each page is going to be different, do them however you want. Don't have to do them in order. Just do them.
All right. I'm going to join you again.
Okay.
All right. So I had a master board, so I copied it. So the colors aren't as intense as they are on the master board, of course, but that's still going to be a wonderful background for this. Not a big fan of the white edge, but I'm sure that I could doodle on it or something, you know. Okay, so long ways first, correct, Jean?
Yes.
And I have done zines in the past. I just can't get my edges neat, you know.
Mhm. Well,
I'm going to follow your instructions.
after you folded it, if you still find that you need, um, you can still trim it up if it's not perfect.
Yeah.
Or, and I don't mean perfect, but so what I'm doing now is I'm just going to ink my edges.
What are you using for inking? Oh,
Huh?
you've got distress inks?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the pieces I have to put on here are going to be kind of collaged. So
Okay.
I'm doing this so that my edges aren't stark white.
Yeah.
And
Um,
it's got that old Halloween look.
right, right. Yeah, Pam, if I copied it and saved it and then did it as a picture or an image, mine would probably be okay too. Like I would not have the edges. If that
Well,
makes sense. Does that make
yeah,
sense?
I took my color copies in and that's how they came out. So
Yeah.
that was kind of, that was
Hey, Jean, welcome,
2018.
welcome.
Hi, Jean. Yeah, that doodling comes addictive.
It does.
I can guarantee you I doodle every day.
Okay.
Every
I'm
day.
just going to use scissors and hope for the best. Should I use a knife? Use a knife, Kim.
And as you can see, where you can tell where my brush hits, I'm not worried about it because I don't plan on, the whole thing showing. And I want that spooky Halloween look.
Yeah. I'm not sure what mine's going to be when it grows up.
I decided Halloween about 10 minutes before I logged on. I was going to do the one I showed you where I used a regular paper and printed it. This one. But then I had to go hunt papers to go with it. And I just didn't want to do that. So,
Yeah, it's like work sometimes, isn't it?
yep. And I printed this morning too. This is one of my doodles. It was actually a small doodle.
Oh, I
And
like it.
the colors are perfect. So I'm going to use
Love it.
bits of it too.
Love it.
And I'm actually going to cut these instead of going and getting my paper trimmer. So we'll see whether or not I can make it through that or not.
Well, that didn't cut. What's the Sam David Henry? I think my blade's dull. In which case, you just use more pressure, right? So, you guys have fun weekends planned? Oh, on photo paper. Oh, I have so much photo paper. Oh, see, I got my edge looks like somebody chewed it now. Dull blade. Don't use a dull blade, guys. Goodness. Not a fan.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of cutting. I wish I would have brought my paper cutter in here, but we're going to make it work.
My paper cutter wouldn't do this. It wouldn't just cut in the middle. I've got one of those Zoopy ones.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Think, Kim. Could you do it? Yeah, probably if I had it in the middle. No, because it would have to cut. No. I don't think it would work. Okay. Let's do this. Well, the edges aren't too bad. You're cleaning because you want to craft this weekend? I would like to craft this weekend. I'll be able to craft tomorrow afternoon and on.
Okay, I'm going to go get my little paper trimmer because I'm not cutting all those things out with scissors. It just ain't happening.
Okay, so I've got this one. I think Jean has disappeared on us.
I did. I'm back.
Okay, so when you've got this happening with the pages, I'm going to go big so that everybody can see what I'm talking about. When you've got this happening with the page, right?
Uh-huh.
And that one, do you glue along just this edge so that you can have a pocket? Or do
You
you
can.
glue the whole thing shut?
It's totally up to you. Some people do and some people don't. If you're doing a swap where there's a lot of people in it, most of the time they send them flat.
Yeah.
So a lot of them don't do anything, but it lays fine even when you're messing with it. So it's totally up to you. If you're going to work in it as a book, in the size of a book, then and you want them glued, glue them. If you don't, if you want to work flat, you can't glue them.
Yeah. No, I was just wondering because I think I would like to have, I love pockets, right? Everything's got to have pockets as far as I'm concerned. So that's all. But so I pulled these ones out to make zines out of. But again, see, it's the blank paper. I need to do. I like this idea so much more, and I have no idea why I never thought of it. I did pull out a piece of 12 by 12. I don't have much 12 by 12 just paper, but I want to do one of those zigzag ones just to show how that one is done.
Yeah. Now, I've always called that a meandering book.
Meandering book?
Yeah. That's just what I learned it as.
Okay.
I don't know which one of these little pumpkins and girlies I'm going to use.
I guess I could do that, Pam. I wonder. I'll have to practice that. Well, I can't necessarily do it with this one either, but maybe. We'll see. We will see what happens. Jean asked you a question.
I really don't know. I just go in and I click until I find something I like, because there's a ton of good doodlers on YouTube, but sometimes I'm not in the mood for what they're doodling. So I'm a flipper, and I find more inspiration on Pinterest and
Yeah,
Instagram. There's a lot of little shorts, and on Instagram, yes, there's shorts, and so you can't really see exactly what it is they're doing, but you get enough idea. You can watch it 3 or 4 times, and then you can try it, and you can freeze it. You can stop it in midstream and watch something. So I, I find it Pinterest, or not Pinterest, Instagram is more appealing to my hurry up, instant gratification kind of attitude.
yeah. Okay, so I've got this. Yeah, when you do it this way, Jean, it is like the square pages, right?
Uh huh. Well, no, it'll be 6 by 3 when you do a 12 by 12.
Oh, no, I'm not doing it that way.
Oh, okay.
I'm I'm doing this one where you cut it this way.
Yeah, I didn't see your other folds in there.
Oh, yeah, I did the
I thought you just had the center fold.
no, I did so that it was folded twice both ways. So there's 12 squares. So you go two of them, you don't disconnect the last square, and then you flip it and do it the other way. If that makes sense, guys.
Yeah, make yourself big.
Oh, okay. Make myself big, big. Okay. So I folded it so that it's in 12 squares, right? I folded it twice this way and twice the other way. So now I'm cutting it along the folds, and you can see I'm not cutting straight because it's really wonky. But I just wanted to show you this way of folding it, just in case you don't have Instagram. So it's like this. It's like a big W or an M. You kind of stretch it. Does that make sense? So then you fan fold it. You get to the corner, and you fold that one over. And then you fan fold, and you fold it. I hope this is making sense. Am I going too fast?
No, you're off screen.
Oh, I'm off screen. Okay, so then you've got a book like this, and it too can be called a zine. It's all pages. Wait a minute. I did something wrong here because it's all supposed to be pages. What have I done? No, it's not supposed to do that. Oh, that's because this gets glued and that gets glued and that gets glued. That's why. So then you've got all these pages. So that would be a page, page. These two would be glued together, so it's a page. So it's still a zine this way. Is this what you call a meander book, Jean?
Yes.
Hi, Julie. Welcome. So
And if you folded it opposite of what you just did,
yeah,
you would have the green on the
I
heart.
would have the green on the outside, but it's Christmas for one, and I didn't want a Christmas background.
Oh.
So anyway, that
And
again.
depending upon how you glue and put it together, you could make a ton of pockets there, Kim.
Oh yeah, exactly. So again, it was a 12 by 12. I folded it into four, like in half, and then half again, both ways. So I've got 16 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? So then on the two outer edge ones, you go from one side and you don't cut the last square seam. You don't cut this last square seam, and then you do it the other way, this way, and you don't cut that seam. So then when you're folding it, am I on screen? Yes. You go up like a fan, and then this one you would fold behind, and again fan fold. And then this one again, you fold behind, fold it behind, and you've got the fan fold, and it gives you a 3 by 3 inch book. And yeah, it would have quite a few pockets if I did it this way. You ended up with pockets? Yeah. So you could even do this on an 8.5 by 11. They're much smaller that way. But I think for the swap that we want to do in my group, we will do the 8.5 by 11 regular zine. So you've got the 8 pages. And so my group, Meet Your Creativity, is listed in the description below. I will put a post in there about doing the swap. And it will be one zine, and it will be, you know what? Either way, Jean, if you send it this way in a small envelope, it's still going to go through the slots, I think, unless it's really embellished. But one stamp, one small envelope, and the zine. And as Jean said, you can send the original or you can photocopy it and send it. You printed, stamped, and collaged before folding? Yeah, I bet you that would be annoying to fold. Like I say, I just put this on the printer and scanned this masterboard in. So that's what I'm going to use for my backgrounds. Now I have no idea what I'm going to decorate it with. Printed, stamped, and collaged. Okay, so this has been, I'm going to number the pages just lightly down here. Let's use a pencil that I know I'll be able to erase. Do I have one of those animals? Okay, where are you? I have a thing of pencils someplace. Someplace. Look, I have one. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, see, this back one isn't folded quite as nice as I would like. It's going to have to stay that way. I don't know how you get yours so nice, Jean. Lots of practice?
I guess.
Am I not holding my mouth right or something?
I'm sure that's it. Is your tongue hanging out the right or the left side?
I didn't have my tongue hanging out. That must be the way I should do it. That's the problem. Okay, so 1 is in the middle here. Is your 1 in the middle?
No, my 1 is on the side.
Mine is on the side.
1876. You want to?
Oh, I've got 8, 1, 2, 3.
You want to put me on screen too?
I will put you on screen too. Sorry. Okay.
It just depends upon what your zine wants to fold. Sometimes they want to fold their own way.
Yeah, this one wanted to go this way, so that's why I did it. Okay. So Jean's doing a Halloween one. I don't know what I want to do This is really brightly colored. I love it. I have to admit, I do love it. I think because I've got so much white, I am going to do some sort of border, probably a doodle or something, but I'll do that after.
Why don't you put us both on screen?
You know, sorry guys, I'm going to do it this way too, so it's bigger. How's that? Is that better?
Perfect. Yeah.
Much better. Okay. So you cut out a doodle and put that on? I don't know what I want to do.
I just do. I don't know. I'm just.
You know what? I think I'm going to start by putting rows of numbers, random rows of numbers. I have this old calendar from 2018, so I'm just going to cut out like rows of numbers and put them down just to start. I could. Oh, definitely Bohemian. That's much more my style. And I'm thinking about maybe I could do it with cats or something. I don't know. Oh, I could put cat focal point and something to do with cats. Maybe we'll see. Or fish. I'm just trying to think of the little bits of things I've got. I don't want red numbers. So what I do when I've got a little calendar like this is some of them I go this way, some of them I go this way. Just cut out blocks and numbers. Just because I can. You love cats? I could do cats. Do my tall cats fit on these, Jean? Would you know?
What?
Those tall cats that I do, would they fit on here, do you think? I'm gonna find them and figure it
I
out.
don't know. Your page is 4.25 inches.
Yeah. I got chickens. Where are my cats? I could do fairies. You would think. I just did cats. Why aren't they at the front? I could put some of this stuff on too. I think what I'll do, maybe, we'll see. Well, what about these? I don't know if I've got enough. Like those. Not sure if I want to use them. Black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could use those. Definitely have to put frames on because I'm all about the frames. Well, for pity's sake. Did I miss them? I start again. Oh. Okay, this is just ridiculous because I know I just did a dozen new cats. And you would think that I would have put them back in the. I know I put them in the envelope.
Maybe the dogs got them.
I don't have any dogs. Okay. I think I used one recently. Did I use a cat recently, guys? I have a feeling that I used a cat on something I did recently. Well,
And didn't put it away correctly.
that would be me. Oh, yeah. While I'm at it, look what I found. I found my
Oh,
glue things. It's called a double tipped glue stick, and you can refill your liquid glue. I swear by it, it's nice. This one's just beaten old, but I found it in this kit on Amazon. I don't know what the heck the Amazon number is, but I did mention it last time. But I want to show you guys that I got it. And I know I'm all over the place today. Sorry. I thought this was a glue pen. It called it a glue pen. So I was thinking, wouldn't that be a lovely liquid glue pen? But it's not a liquid, it's a glue stick. But it comes, this is a glue stick, just a regular glue stick. This one is a photo stick. This one is an extra glue, like stronger glue, and then the liquid craft bond. And it's called a scrapbook glue set. And I paid seven something for this. It was under $8 Canadian on Amazon. And I think the last time I bought this glue at Michael's, I think I paid close to $8 for it. So I was really happy to get this kit. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't normally sell on my channel, but so many people have asked me about that glue pen that I just had to share. And Joni said she has actually found these at Walmart in the kids' craft sections.
I found one similar to the tube thingy in Hobby Lobby of Eileen's tacky glue.
Oh, I like Eileen's glue.
So I bought it and I'm going to use it, and I do like how it works. So I'm hoping it refills good enough.
Oh, good. I find Eileen's tacky gets really thick before I get to use it much, and then I can't squeeze it out of the big bottles. So maybe I could fill one with Eileen's. I have no idea where the cats went. Um, Maybe I could fill it with Eileen's. And okay, no cats. Oh, wait. Nope. Well, I know I put them in one of those envelopes, so when I'm cleaning later, I will look. Okay, so this isn't going to be a cat journal, but I've got these painted roses that I could use.
If I would have been smart, I would have used a piece of tea-dyed paper and printed these things on tea-dyed paper.
Yeah.
But considering I had less than 10 minutes to gather my thoughts.
Now, see, these are going to make them pretty bulky, I'm thinking.
I'll be right back. I got to go grab a piece of black paper.
Okay. So I've got all these lovely little ticket cluster things. They do have a number on. Thinking. Oh, if I had more. No. Okay. None of those. I'm going to put that back in the bin right now so I don't lose that too. So, let me think. So with the roses aren't really whimsical though. I could do these cats that I've got. I know that I usually use those as page tabs, but I could glue the paws together and use those. Kind of like, but then I think that these cats would swear at the roses. And I think these roses are too realistic to use with this background. Do you agree?
Okay.
I'm just, hey, Susan, welcome.
Hi,
Nice to see
Susan.
you. Yes, it is refillable, Julie. Um, so this is a dual end glue stick. So this side has one of those big things like we used to use when we were kids, right? So you get a fair bit of glue out, but this pulls out. It's like a cork almost. So my husband pulls it out and fills it. And then this side is a really nice thin tip. Nap time, babysitter's best time, yeah. So I could either do these goofy cats. And I put the box away, so now I'll have to put those away. Or I could do chickens. Cats or chickens?
Cats or chickens? How about cats and chickens?
I could do cats and chickens. And frames, yeah. I don't have any dragonflies ready yet. I still have to doodle their wings. And I think some of these are a little big to a, I kind of like that. Look at this dragonfly on there. The color is just fun.
Yeah.
But they're not doodled yet. I'll have to do another one. Cats chasing the chickens. Well, okay, so let's put these numbers down first. I don't know if Gorilla brand has glue sticks. They do have tape, and my goodness, it is incredible tape. I really like their tape. It's so heavy duty. I came across one of Jean's older videos and was making bracelets out of twist ties, zip ties, and fabric wrapped. I've done them as well, and I've used that tape the Gorilla tape to hold the zip tie together. Works so good.
Oh, crap. I lost a word.
Uh-oh. But I don't know if Gorilla brand has glue sticks. That's a good question. Okay, so I'm assuming that these
There we go.
these numbers go this way, that goes that way. And of course, I'm going to come in and I'm going to doodle on this too. They make kids glue sticks? Interesting. Oh, be careful with alien tape. When it read the directions before you use it, you really do not want to stick it to your wall. Really do not want to stick it to your wall. Nope. Hey Don, welcome, welcome. We are making zines today. Jean, I don't know why I never thought of doing a using printed paper to do the backgrounds. I always have just folded up like white copy paper and stuff, and my zines have been really boring. Jean has so many great ideas. I'm learning lots from her today. So I'm just starting by putting some numbers down. So we're thinking of doing a zine swap. So I have a group on Facebook called Meet Your Creativity. So I'll be running it from there. And it would just be the zine, no additional anything, just the zine. And Jean has suggested that you can photocopy it or copy it and fold it once you've got it all decorated, and then just put another couple of little embellishments on. If that makes sense to everybody, maybe Jean needs to elaborate. My direction giving is kind of off the wall today. It appears like, sort of.
Well, you can like this is a photocopy of an actual zine I made. Or this would be a better example. So I've done this, and maybe I want to cut these shapes of a couple roofs and have them pieces that I glue on the copy just to give it a little more texture so it's not, completely free, you know, flat thing. Or even say the words, um, put them on as an added embellishment. You don't want to get too thick because then you got the cost. But it's and I think they're great without anything, because even like this one is just a copy,
You're
and,
fuzzy.
and
Oh, there you go.
it's still cool. So it is anything goes. I like them like this. I like the copies. And if the white outline bothers you, cut it off. It doesn't. I don't care, because it's art. It's all however you want to do it.
Okay.
The thing with a copy is it does allow you to have one of the one you made too, or send the original and keep the copy.
Jean's doing a Halloween one. I am just muddling my way through. Okay, so I've got numbers. Let's put a frame, various frames. I like my frames. That would give me less to doodle if I put it down there. I think I'm going to put it down here that way. Dump the cats out. Because I could use the cats on top of the frames, like he's looking, hanging off the top of the frame. Does that make sense, or does he need a body? Anyone?
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay, that's the way that one's going to go.
It looks like an issue with the router and Echo device, so try restarting them. Unplug both of them, then plug the router back in. Wait 30 seconds. Once the router is back on and connected to the internet, plug in the Echo device.
What's your Siri or whatever?
I don't know. Maybe there's a problem, or maybe I said something that made it think I was talking to it. I don't know.
Maybe it heard me. Does it need a body?
Where do I hide the body? I am so loving this. Love, 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 love. And I don't usually do seasonal things. See, Kim, I'm halfway done.
Oh, well, I'm on the slow side today. I'm on the slow side many days. But you were prepared because you've done zines many times. I am just in awe that I can photocopy something and use that.
Well, it was your own art to begin with, so why not?
Yeah. And a chicken. And
See,
then I
the
could
cat's looking out the window at the chicken and deciding if it's lunch or breakfast.
I could.
Or maybe both meals.
I don't know if that's the kind of chicken I want. A big blue chicken? A pink chicken?
Well, I'll
I like
tell you
the
what,
blue chicken.
this cold has
I
me
like the
hot.
blue chicken.
This cold has me hot and cold, hot and cold.
Oh, that's brutal. I have a major cooking to do after the live and for tomorrow. So I really have been trying so hard not to catch anything.
I so wish you were closer so you could cook for me too.
I do drive-by soupings.
Oh, you do?
I do, but you're a little out of my way. You're a little out of my way.
Oh, dang. I could use some chicken noodle soup.
Oh, I would so love to make you some. I make good chicken noodle soup. It's a little spicy though, because I use my barbecued chicken, my smoked chicken, a lot of times. Okay, so now I will possibly do some doodling on the frame. I will definitely do the outline for it. This cat looks kind of stunned, kind of surprised.
Well, he thought he was going to have cat food instead of chicken.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, so I'll come up with some sort of little blurby thing. I'll have to go through my words. Okay, page 1 is begun. Oh, this one doesn't have numbers on it. Look at that. It needs numbers. Did I put 2 numbers on some page? That wouldn't surprise me. Doesn't matter, it's fun. So, if anybody wants to do a zine swap, I will have the sign up for a good week and a half-ish. Maybe let's say Halloween will be the cutoff and to be mailed out by the middle of November. So people will get some fun mail before the holiday. Okay. These frames are just all one big snarly mess. This one's ripped. Okay. Gotta have something in here that I can use. Some of these are just way big, way big. I'll just put those aside. Yeah, I went on a cat making binge. I needed to, that kind of gets lost, doesn't it? That one.
The frame?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to use all blue. That one's too big. I might have to cut frames. Oh, there's a green one. Green one fits.
And you know, you don't have to do a theme. You could do every page a different thing.
I could, but you know, I'm going to be the theme girl. You know I do that.
I know. I was just saying that for everybody else because I knew
Yes.
better than,
Yes.
than for you. So, and I'm sitting here being squarish, even and all that, and I don't do that either.
Yeah. Okay. So he's going to be looking out this one. I'm going to glue that down. I think I'm going to use the cats and chickens because I've got lots of them because I just replenished my stock. Oops. Got glue everywhere. As I say, I'm going to come back and I'm going to outline these with a black gel pen. Let's put a chicken on his head. I need a different colored chicken. I have green plaid chickens. Well, I guess it's not plaid, but I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. I didn't do a really good job of fussy cutting.
They need to make a pair of scissors that cuts fur or hair. You know, you can just cut and it's going to be crunchy.
Oh,
And
yeah,
wouldn't that be great?
it would.
I mean, the wobble cut's pretty good. It does pretty close to that, but I don't know. I'm kind of got the shakes right now, so.
Oh, yeah, I was pulling plants yesterday, so I was kind of babying my wrist a little bit, not overly much, because I know I've got big cooking to do today and tomorrow. And so today, in infinite wisdom, I decided to do laundry, which is really, really brutal on my hand. So I'm kind of muttering at myself for that one. But laundry has to get done too, right?
Yeah, I agree. I did that this week, sick and all, because being sick is better than being naked,
Yeah.
as far as the neighborhood's concerned.
Well, very true. Very true. Pam, do you make homemade chicken noodle soup? I've gotten lazy. I've been buying my noodles. I used to make them, and now it's like, ugh, I just can't be bothered doing it all anymore.
I usually make chicken and dumplings, and I usually make it because my husband doesn't eat chicken.
Ah,
And so I usually make it when he's not going to be home, or if, and it doesn't matter. It could be midsummer and he's going to go stay with his folks for a few days or see his brother or something.
yeah,
I still have chicken and dumplings because I can eat the whole dang thing. And
yeah,
actually, this last time he was gone for a week because his brother got to make it home too,
yeah.
and I didn't have a car. So, I mean, I had friends that would take me places. That wasn't an issue. So I made a big pot of chicken and dumplings and ate that for a couple of days. And then most of the dumplings were gone. So I made a little more broth and added more dumplings.
Nice. So
Um,
I didn't glue this cat's paws down. I'm thinking maybe I could put a sign. He could be holding a sign. So I'm not going to glue his paw. What kind of dumplings do you make, Jean? Like, are they a bread dumpling? Are they just a biscuit dough dumpling? Or what kind of?
well, when you make egg noodles, you just use pretty much eggs and flour, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so um, that's pretty much how I make dumplings.
Okay.
It started because my mom used to make noodles.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like cinnamon rolls. You roll them up and then cut them and then unroll the noodles.
Sometimes, yeah.
And well, that's how she did it.
Okay.
And so when you'd unroll them, the part in the center was tight enough it'd stay together.
Right.
And me and my sister and brother would fight over those parts of the noodles.
Yeah.
So she decided one time to just not as make it as dry and have it be a little more moist and dropped it by spoonfuls.
Okay.
And that's just the way it is, and that's the way we all eat it. And all three of us still eat it that way. My grandkids like it. My kids like it.
Nice.
In fact, that's really what I'd like to fix for supper tonight. But I doubt that's what he'll go for.
I think I'm going to be making pizza.
Mm.
Not that I really have time to make pizza, but we went to Costco because why did we go to Costco? Because I had to get bacon and stuff for tomorrow's brunch. So while we were there, we bought a whole salami because the granddaughter was coming over for paninis. She wanted salami paninis. So Ron sliced it all up, and I've probably got a good half of it left, at least. More, probably. So I figure I'll make pizza and use that up, and then throw a couple of frozen pizzas or make extra and throw them in the freezer. Use that up.
Yeah,
Figure
that's my least favorite food is pizza.
really? Oh, we love pizza. You don't always put noodles in. I don't always either, Pam. Depends on my mood, depends on if I've got the kind of noodles I want that day. Isn't that bad? I want those noodles today. Yeah, doesn't fit that way. But I do have like a noodle press that I can use. I also have like a German noodle press, like for making spätzle. Just depends on the mood, how much energy. Sometimes you just don't have that energy. See, these cats are all leaning, so I have to have them so that they're hanging on something, right? I have to make some other cats. I wish I knew where my tall cats were. Okay.
Excuse me.
How do I wrap it for freezing? Um, Usually a couple of layers of like cling wrap, and then I put it in a freezer bag. Like you can buy those really jumbo freezer bags now. They're Ziploc and they're huge. They're absolutely huge. I love them. So I can stack three or four pizzas in that Ziploc bag because I make them small because this way I can just pull one out and we could have it for lunch. If it's supper, I'll pull two out and then we get some leftovers for the next day. But um, yeah, so I just take it and wrap it with the cling wrap and put it in the freezer bag. You woke up this morning dreaming of printing? Awesome. What were you printing? And was it hand printing or did you have like a copier or something that was just going and printing a bazillion papers? Okay. I'm looking for alternate chickens. I don't want them all the same. I'm making a big mess.
Not Kim.
I know. It's kind of fun because I'm thinking of changing my YouTube channel from my name to something like the Happy Dungeon Studio or the Messy Desk Studio or something like that. Thinking about it. Not sure I will. Oh, see, there's no cat or chicken on that one even. I guess I don't have to have a cat and a chicken on every page, right? I can have some pages without anything. But they all need a frame. With Play-Doh. Oh, so what you do is you've got the printed thing and you put the Play-Doh on it and it kind of copies it and transfers. I don't know if I want the happy crafter or not. I don't know that I'm not happy all the time.
You could call it, huh? What did you say?
Messy Desk Studio. Julie says, "What about the happy crafter?" I think that would be too close to Dawn's happy visage. Ah, I think I need a little chicken in the frame. Right in the frame, this one. You sound happy. Well, thanks, Julie. Yeah, most times I am. Some days I'm in so much pain that I'm not talking. You can really hear it. So I don't know. Maybe it would be something like the 98% happy crafter. That could be fun. My daughter suggested the Happy Dungeon Studio because my studio is in the basement. I've got no natural light down here. Julie's Craft Corner. Awesome. Because I think people don't really find me as a crafter because it's just my name, right? So they don't necessarily, does that, consider it crafts? I don't know. That's a happy cat. Isn't he cute and happy? He's got just, he just looks happy to me.
I think you should call your channel Kimbits.
Yeah, that would be perfect. I could really do that. That's a good idea, Jean.
I mean, that is, I know
That's
this
me.
is going to sound corny, but that's the first thing that caught my attention about you was your Kimbits.
Yeah,
It was different. It was unique. I don't know. I just thought it was perfect.
yeah. You know what? I think that would be it because that's my hashtag, right?
Mm-hmm.
KKK and no. No, 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 no KKK. Sorry. No, so not me. Change the other two Ks. I like the Kimbits. I have to admit. That one really, because it's what I do is Kimbits. Everything's a Kimbit in my life. Maybe. Whoa, knocked over the fish.
I have a guideline to follow, and I still couldn't cut it straight.
What'd you do? Oh,
I cut it crooked.
oh no.
Luckily, I had enough border left. It was all right.
I like this.
This is so not me, and I'm loving it.
Sometimes you just got to do that. Why am I fuzzy? Come on, wake up. Sorry, guys. Trying to clear that up. Yeah, I'm trying to deblurify. Yeah, but Kimbits is all one word. And it's like Tim Hortons, the coffee guy, has Timbits. And what the Timbits are the holes from the donuts. And they sell them.
Does he have it as one whole word?
No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe I would. The channel could be Creative Kimbits. Maybe. Let's have a bright yellow cat. Am I not so blurry now?
Nope.
Yeah, I think I like the idea of Creative Kimbits. Ooh, look, that'll fit that way. I like it that way. You love Kimbits. I sent you Kimbits, Dawn, I think. Just fits. You know what? I might have to just wobble cut this edge down just a little bit. Creative Kimbits, the home of the wobble cut. That would be me. I like it. So can I just has anybody changed their name on
I went from Gene Peter to Gene Peter Artist.
so
When you change it, you can't change it back for a certain amount of time.
yeah, no, but what I'm thinking is I would leave it K&RP Kim Polton for the first little bit, and then I would remove that and have it as creative Kimbits. Right? K&RP, Kim Polton, creative or Kimbits, creative Kimbits, and then take off the K&RP part, maybe. Uh,
You could.
that's one big chicken. They're kind of like friends. Yeah, I didn't, Dawn. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Get people used, kind of used to the change. But I mean, people who have been following me for a while know that I'm Kimbits, right? I make Kimbits because I hashtag everything that I put on Instagram as a rule. Is he too big?
Yeah.
Yeah, crafty Kimbits. I'm not sure. No, Don, I would have shown it. I would have shown it all over the place. I didn't. As I say, the last zine I did was Goonie Birds, but it was a white background. I like this so much more. Yeah, I think I like that big fat chicken. I just have to find some cute sayings to go with these. Not necessarily sayings. Who had on Joni's ATC group? There was a picture of a ATC somebody received today, and what was the saying on it? I have to look. It just made me so happy. The saying that they used. I had to comment on it. Here it is. Curiously delightful. Isn't that like the best two words together ever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, crafty could mean something else too. That page left intentionally blank. I need a chicken there I need a cat and a chicken there. I need a cat and a chicken there. I think that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to find two words kind of like that and put them on here. And then do a whole bunch of doodles. Or maybe I have a list of when I did that cat journal, I printed out the word cat in languages around the world. I printed it out. So maybe what I'll do is use something like that in here.
Get the word chicken too.
Yeah, I got to do the chickens as well.
And if you're going to use different words, you can do the cat ate the chicken.
All right. So this page needs a cat. Oh, he's kind of looking sideways at that cat. I like that. I don't know. I'll think of something. I bet you there are lots of sayings about cats and chickens. I just did ATCs with chickens on them, and I found some sayings like, the yoke's on you. I'm all about the corniness, too. Yeah. What are you working on, folks? And did you get that journal done?
I am done.
You're done.
I am
Like
done.
dinner?
Well, I used printables, remember?
Right. Well, I've got printable kind of stuff here. Like, oh, look, this one's going to have a chicken on its head. This chicken. This chicken's going to be standing on the cat's head. Like that. So I'm getting closer to my 250 goal. Not nearly there. I still have a few um, people to subscribe. And then I'll do the draw for that little set of drawers thing. Maybe I'll bring it down here and I'll have it here and I'll promote it. What do you think?
I think that's a good idea.
Oh, you're getting hoarser and raspier there, hon.
I know.
When I have all my cats and chickens in the zine, we can call it a day if you like. You like making journal covers? That's the one thing I struggle with. My journal covers are so pathetic. I just really, really struggle with it. Really struggle with it. I think this one needs a chicken on its head or something. Maybe here. A little chicken. I need a little chicken. Ooh, this chicken's biting the cat. What's your weather like there right now, Julie? Because I know you guys get those crazy, really hot temperatures in your summers, and I guess it's coming up spring for you. Is it spring where you are? You're almost done with the journal, Anne? Oh, I can't wait to see. Can't wait to see pictures. And Pam's probably sewing. I saw your blanket, Pam. Oh my goodness, that's a big blanket. You know, and my journals take months too. That cat journal took years.
So I have
Enjoy.
another tip. If you decide you want to glue it, copy it first if you're going to make copies, because now
Yeah.
mine's glued and I didn't copy it. That's okay.
Okay. So, are you gonna do your flip through of what you've got?
Oh, I'm going to tweak it just a little bit more.
You're gonna tweak it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna tweak mine too, but I just thought that we could at least do a flip through before we sign off. It's gonna get hot today, apparently.
Okay, I'll do flip through.
Okay, I'm gonna make Jean big so she can do a flip through.
So there's the cover, Scream Silently. Shadows whisper secrets only the moon knows.
I love that saying.
And that's just some pictures. Restless spirits dance in the pale moonlight. Silence conceals eerie tales. And I did some fussy cutting on all those little images that I had gotten. And then
Yeah,
this one says, We fly at midnight. And now I'm going to sign it. Done.
awesome. Okay, I just have one chicken to glue down. Just have to decide what chicken I want to use. Let's use this one. I'm just gonna trim it, and then I will do a quick flip through. And of course, I'm not gonna find my sayings while I'm online today. With luck, I will get all my cooking and cleanup and everything done so that I can play tomorrow, and I should be able to have this complete so that I can do a quick flip through Sunday. Do the flip through on Sunday. Okay, I make myself big. Go big or go home. There we go. So it's just cats, chickens, and numbers and frames. And because this is copy paper and I use wet glue, I'm getting a bit of bubbling, but that's okay. I don't mind that because I always use wet glue. Like this chicken's going to bite this poor cat. Either that or he's telling it a secret.
Oh yeah, I bet it is. They're figuring out a way to get the next page as cats.
Yeah. Just cats and chickens. But it was fun. I like the fact that I used that background. Now I'm going to find some words. I'm not sure if I'm going to use sign bubbles, like word bubbles, or not. But I've got like this white space down here that I need to doodle on. Let's cover the glue. I'm going to sign it. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, so mine is now signed as well. Cool. Well, thank you guys all for being here. I wish I would have found my tall cats, but maybe my next one will be tall cats. As I say, I am going to post on Meet Your Creativity about the sign up for the zine swap if anybody's interested. So it'll be a one-on-one zine swap, no extras. Don't send extras because we're trying to go stress-free, especially if it's going to be around the holiday season. And oh, look, this one's got glasses. I'm going to have to put some glasses on some of them. You know me, squirrel go this way, squirrel go that way.
It's on the
Oh,
screen.
lost you. There we go. Are we back?
Yeah,
Are we both here?
I'm here. Are you here?
Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so zines only. One little zine. You could send it flat if it's going to be cheaper for you. One envelope, one stamp, one zine, no extras. As nice as it is, I want everything to be stress free. I put Joni's group for the ATC trading cards in the chat, and I put it on the just in the description. If you want to join Joni's group, her group too is no extras, 3 ATCs, single person swaps. Sign up for this, and it's monthly. Sign up ends tomorrow for this month's swap to go out in November. Um, Thank you very much, Jean, for your teachings and showing us your wonderful zines and the boxes that you do for storing them. She's got boxes and boxes full of zines that she has swapped. I am so envious because they are so much fun. So, anyway, I'm going to figure out how I'm going to run the swap out of my group. It'll be one zine. I think it will be contact your partner. I'll do a list up and you do the contact yourself just so that we don't have people's addresses out there. You know how that goes, right? We're going to be doing the privacy kind of thing. So I'm going to call it a day. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Thanks, people in the balcony watching. Thanks, replayers. Hugs to you all, and I will see you Sunday. And I appreciate Jean being here, and I'm going to say goodbye for now. See you,
Bye.
everybody.
Thanks, Anne.
Bye, all.